This week, Reading America visits Washington State with Snow Falling on Cedars by David Guterson, published by Bloomsbury in 2017. Washington, the evergreen state, located in the Pacific Northwest region, contains the westernmost point of the continental United States. It also boasts one of the tallest mountains, Mount Rainier, which at 14,410 feet is an active volcano. Washington is said to have the largest ferry system in the world, needed to reach its many islands, including Bainbridge Island, the inspiration for San Pietro, the fictional setting for the novel. Washington became a state in 1889. It is home to 29 federally recognized American Indian tribes, many of them settled along Puget Sound or the coast. The state has a fertile climate, including temperate rainforests, and its harvests reap apples, raspberries, cherries, grapes, and strawberries, not to mention the fruits of the Pacific, such as salmon, oysters, and clams. The internment of Japanese Americans during World War II is at the heart of David Guterson's first novel, Snow Falling on Cedars. 2 months after the United States entered the war, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, which allowed the military to remove people of Japanese descent, including American citizens, from the coastal areas of California, Washington, and Oregon, and hold them in detention camps. The Supreme Court upheld the executive order in Korematsu v. United States in 1944. It would take nearly 75 years for the court to overrule the case and concede that the forcible relocation of U.S. citizens to concentration camps solely and explicitly on the basis of race is objectively unlawful and outside the scope of presidential authority. Originally published in 1994, Snow Falling on Cedars won the PEN/Faulkner Prize for Fiction. On his website, the author described his book as a courtroom drama, a war novel, a love story, and a novel of place, all rolled into one. San Pietro Island is a fishing and farming community, its life built around the rhythms of the catch and the harvest. But many of the Japanese people who settled there worked land they weren't legally allowed to own. The story revolves around a property dispute between two families, the Hines, German immigrants, and the Miyamotos, Japanese immigrants. One had arranged to sell a parcel of prime strawberry-growing acreage to the other, under a legal fiction arranged as a lease. When war was declared and the Miyamoto family was interned, Etta Hine called off the deal and sold the land to another islander, Ole Jurgensen, claiming the Miyamotos had missed 2 payments. After the war, Kabuo Miyamoto appealed to his friend, Karl Hine, to honor the deal made by their fathers by selling him the parcel of land that had recently returned to Karl's possession. Both are fishermen and both war veterans, and during the time he was considering this request, Karl Hine drowned while out on his boat. It was soon established that Kabuo Miyamoto had been fishing nearby and had boarded Karl's boat, and forensic evidence convinces the sheriff to arrest Kabuo for Karl's murder. Enter Ishmael Chambers, the island's sole newspaperman, who is both covering the trial and has a vested interest in seeing Miyamoto convicted, for he is the husband of Ishmael's high school love, Hatsu. From these elements, Guterson spins a satisfying tale that delves into the social and natural history of the island and the impact of the war and internment on its inhabitants. He creates a plausible mystery with painstaking attention to the legal and forensic aspects of the case. Guterson occasionally frames his female characters in a stereotypical way, but he does depict strong women who are instrumental to the novel's plot. Snow Falling on Cedars explores the corrosive, multi-generational effects of prejudice in the context of an island community limited as it was by surrounding waters, which imposed upon islanders certain duties and conditions foreign to mainlanders. Island people held their breath and walked with care, and this made them who they were inside, constricted and small, good neighbors.